What's up, everybody? Finally, the next episode of the island vlog. I know it's been a long time. Sorry to keep you waiting. We are headed over to the island today to check out the damage from the winter, to see what we got to do to get things ready for this summer. I think you're gonna like it. Let's go. Before we make our way over to the island, I just got to talk about something from the last video real quick. You guys remember I put a little challenge in there. I said if that video got 1,000 views, I was going to jump off the end of this dock into the water. Freezing cold, there was still ice everywhere. And fortunately for me, that video did not get 1,000 views within the 2-week time period that we set. So I'm not jumping in. Some people are like, oh, you should just jump anyways. And that's just not how we're gonna do it. I mean, it was a real competition with the challenge, and I would have jumped 100% if we'd got 1,000 views, but we didn't. For those of you who have never been here in the spring, you can see the water is so high right now. All the melting snow, all that water comes down in here and raises the lake up every spring, but it's really high right now. You can see the docks almost underwater. Last week, the water was right up to the bottom of that wood, and over here you can see there's like really no sand there at all. High water happens every spring here. It's just part of what we do. But here's the boat, so let's go over to the island and check it out. That was a cold boat ride, colder than I expected. I mean, the sun is out, but it is not warm today. I made it over here to the island. I actually had to come on the backside here because of how high the water is, but I just wanted to give you guys, and this is just a little peek, but there's just so much work that goes into the island every spring. I mean, you can see behind me some of the debris. You can see just branches and leaves. And look at the turf court. I mean, so many of you have seen this in the summer when it's just a great place to play soccer or dodgeball or morning activities, and it's just covered right now in debris, leaves and pine needles and branches. Like and this is how the entire island looks. This much brush, if not more, around all over. I'm walking over to show you guys a pretty big tree that fell over, but on my way there, I thought I would tell you guys about something exciting that's coming up this weekend. On Sunday morning, we are actually going to be down in New York City live on Fox and Friends, which is like the Fox News kind of morning talk show that they do. And so we're going to be down there, and we're going to have the opportunity to talk about summer camp, specifically the island. We've done this a couple years before, and it's always been just a great time to hopefully raise more awareness for camp, why it's important for students to come to camp. And so we're excited about that. I'm planning on making a vlog that kind of shows you all that goes into that, because it's a crazy time trying to get down into you know, Manhattan and set up camp activities. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up. That's coming up this Sunday morning. If you're interested in watching it, we'll probably be on between 7:45 and 8 a.m. for our first segment, and then at the very end of the show, probably between 9:45 and 10, we'll have another segment. So tune in this Sunday, check it out. We're Life Island on Fox and Friends. Okay, so I'm up here right by the ropes course. This is one of the big things that I wanted to show you guys. You can see up here, this is all the high ropes course. And then this platform right here, that's actually the zip line platform. Once you complete the high ropes course, you go stand on that platform and you get to zip down to the other side. Many of you have done that. Well, check this out. So the zip line is right here, and then look, this massive tree. And I mean, this tree is huge. I'm gonna take it out here and just show you. Look at the size of this tree. I don't even know if I could wrap my arms around it. This is a massive tree. Apparently was rotten right here. And so in one of the windstorms, snowstorms, we don't really know because we're not over here, but this tree fell over and landed right on the zip line. You can see the zip line and where this tree just fell right on. It actually pushed another tree over right here. You can kind of see this root ball here. It broke off that tree. It broke off this tree right here. So this was a significant thing. Oh, look here's a turkey. Look at this turkey right here. The turkeys are growing up. So we're gonna have to get this, obviously get this tree cleaned up. We got some work to do here. We got to take care of these trees, and then of course the zip line. We've got to get the zip line fixed. Now, I'm gonna go over here and I want to show you guys something that honestly blows my mind. I know a lot of you, when it comes to going down the zip line, you're nervous, right? I mean, you have to put your full weight on that zip line. You have to trust that it's gonna hold you. And even though we know it's a strong metal cable, sometimes it feels makes us nervous. Well, I want to show you just how strong that zip line cable is, because that tree, that massive tree, it fell on the cable, but the cable did not break. All right, the cable held strong. Instead, what happened, look, it literally pulled this tree over. This tree right here, you can see that's where the zip line attaches. And look, it uprooted this tree. It pulled it right out of the ground. This is not a small tree. This tree is huge. I couldn't wrap my arms around this tree if I tried. And so, I mean, this thing is massive. And when that other tree fell on the zip line, it just pulled this tree right over. So your fears of that cable not holding you, that's not something that you need to worry about, because that tree, who knows how many thousands of pounds that tree weighs. It landed on the cable and the cable didn't break. Instead, it just pulled this ginormous tree right out of the ground. Now, fortunately, I think we've got some other trees over here. Hopefully we can get this zip line fixed without any real major issues, but still, I'm just blown away at that. But we'll get it fixed. Our plan is to have that all up and running for this summer on the island, so that you guys can zip out of the end of the high ropes course. I wanted to mention one other thing real quick. When you think about this summer, most of you probably fall into two categories. Either A, you're somebody who comes to camp here now, you're a high school student, you're a middle school student, and you're looking forward to coming to the island. And so I want to tell you guys that are considering coming to the island this summer, and if you haven't registered yet, first of all, spots are going fast. We've got several weeks that are already booked full. Other weeks are filling up fast. And so I want to encourage you, if you're planning on coming this summer, hop in. You have a couple days left to get the early bird discount and get in and register while you still can. Now, I know it's been a challenging year for a lot of families financially. Inflation, everything costs more. And so we want to make sure that finances aren't a burden or a hindrance to keep anybody from coming to camp. We have an incredible scholarship program where people have generously given to make it possible for campers with needs to come to camp. And so if you're thinking about camp this summer and maybe your parents are going, we can't afford it, or maybe you're looking at your bank account and going, there's just no way I'm gonna be able to come, would you just go on and apply for a scholarship? There's a good chance you're gonna get approved, and that might make it possible for you to come to camp this summer. We want everybody to come to camp. We don't want finances to be a hurdle. Now, the other group that I think watches this would be people who have come to the island in the past, maybe as a camper, maybe as a Bible Institute student, you were a counselor here, or maybe you just were a staff member on the island through the years. I'd like to challenge you. Are you able, I know you can't come to camp anymore, but maybe you'd be willing and able to support a camper who has a financial need. We have an opportunity. I'm gonna put a link in the description. You can go right in there and you can give today to help make those scholarships possible. Now, we've raised a lot of money already and God's provided for us generously, but we don't want there to be any financial hurdle. So if you're willing to sponsor a camper, I'm going to put that link right in the description here. Go on there and maybe you can give an entire week of camp. Maybe you can give a half a week of camp. Whatever you can give, it's going to help students come here to the island where we know, and you know, They're gonna have fun, they're gonna make friends, but most importantly, they're gonna hear from the Word of God. And we believe that while they're here on a week of camp, God's gonna meet them here and he's gonna do something in their life. And you can be a part of that. So I'm gonna drop that link down there. If you're able and willing to help more campers come to the island this summer, we'd love to have you do that. All right, this is gonna be it for this episode. Don't forget, tune into Fox and Friends. I'm gonna be doing a vlog, so you can come back soon, check that out. And then I'm gonna be giving you guys some updates as we go through the spring. We got projects going on. We got cabins being built. We've got a new restroom being built and a bunch of other things underway. Stay with us this spring as we look forward to the upcoming summer. As always, we appreciate it when you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, let us know what you're excited about for this upcoming summer. Appreciate you guys. The Island YouTube family is it's a great group of people. Thanks for tuning into this episode. That's all we got for you. We'll see you later.